Hi, this is Keith Bryant for Global SMT and Packaging Magazine at Productronica India 2025. I'm on the NMtronic stand and I'm here with Mr. Gurjal, who is from SYRMA SGS, one of the leading EMS companies in India. And we've got a lot of interesting things to talk about. Right, so maybe start with a little bit of the history that we talked about before we went on camera.
Hi Keith, always a pleasure speaking to you. Well, we are a 35-year-old company. Into EMS, we were among the first companies in the country. And in the last 7-8 years, we have really seen a vertical growth of EMS, not only in the country, but in our own country, in our own company. We have been growing at about 35%, and we have been supported by the equipment manufacturers, Fuji being one of the prime manufacturers. We have standardized on their platform. And I'm happy to share with you that whatever capacity we added in about 25 years of our existence, first 25 years of our existence, we almost doubled that capacity from 3.2 million CPH to 6.1 million CPH in one single year.
And now you have a lot more factories even than you had 3 years ago.
Yes, we were at about 8-9 factories, and today we are at 14 factories, 7 states in India, a full-fledged plant in Germany, 9,000 employees, about 550 million revenue, 24% exports.
Wow, they're really exciting numbers, but it must put a big weight on your shoulders, sir.
Well, the weight on the shoulders is always there, but it's a pleasant weight to carry. And I think as we move forward, it would be the technology which will help us to sustain the growth with stability. See, when you grow very fast and you become a big value company, technological interventions are very, very critical to bring in stability in the processes, not only on the shop floor, but at the back end also. And there I think we are quite progressive, and we are a learning organization. We are always open to adapting new technologies, new processes, and all our factories are moving towards 4.0.
Yes, it's one of the things that I like. I mean, obviously you've embraced Make in India very strongly, and all the companies that have done this are very, I would call it, very reactive. They're very quick to change, they're very quick to improve, they're very quick to see something new and move towards it.
Yes, I think the basic philosophy which helps a company to grow and sustain growth is that it should be a learning organization. And this comes from the top. We don't say we know all, we say we have to learn all. And we learn from every single stakeholder of our company, whether it's a customer, whether it's a service provider, the machine providers, or employees, or suppliers. So I think once you are open to change, then sky is the limit.
Yeah, I think as for a company, especially one that's growing in such a huge rate as yourselves, that is a really, really good ethos, and probably one for anyone else to follow. You know, there are a lot of large companies, and they become, let's say, slow, and they become bureaucratic, and they become really like, it becomes more about managing than about business growth.
I think that's a challenge which every company will have to face. Once you become a professionally driven organization, it has to run on systems and processes. But what we have to guard, and guard very, very diligently, is that the system and processes don't turn into a bureaucratic approach. So you have to balance between the two.
Yeah.
And I think there, the ethos of the senior leadership team is very, very critical. And we empower our employees. In fact, one of the core values, we have 4 core values, and one of the core values is entrepreneurship. We keep inculcating in our line managers, shop supervisors, that work as if this line is your business. You are the entrepreneur of this line. Take decisions. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, but don't repeat the mistakes.
Yeah. Yep. Every mistake is a learning experience,
Yes.
but it has to be a learning experience.
Yes.
Yeah. And also as part of your entrepreneurship, I know you're embracing Smart Factory Industry 4.0, and I've seen the press release already, and I believe you're probably, okay, you're a huge company, but we won't call you a multinational, but you're, as an independent company, one of the first people that I know of that have fully embraced manufacturing through Industry 4.0.
Yes, and we are again constantly upgrading as the AI and the automation and the machine learning, all these softwares and technologies come into play. We are very open and we are adapting them. We always believe in being among the first to adapt. For example, we adapted SAP way back in 2010 when we were a very small company. So we are always open to improving our productivity, shop floor efficiencies, and quality. So whatever technological interventions are required in that, we always do that. We don't take these costs of technological interventions as a cost or an expense, but we view it as an investment.
It's really refreshing to hear your views, sir. And I'm sure with Industry 4.0 implementation, there'll be another step in your growth next year and then from those years beyond.
Yes, and as the EMS industry has taken roots in India, which I believe is the first leg of the evolution of the electronics ecosystem, we are now venturing into backward integration, and we are putting up one of the largest PCB manufacturing plants at a cost of about $200 million spread over 7 years, where we would be making the entire spectrum of PCBs, single layer, multi-layer, flex, rigid flex, HDI, and copper clad laminates. So this is a journey from 2025 to maybe 2030-31.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing, sir. And I wish you every success for the future, but I'm sure I don't need to do it because it's going to happen.
No, we always require the best wishes of friends and customers. Without the best wishes and support of the stakeholders, all this would not have become possible. We are just a medium of this thing. But end of the day, it is the stakeholders who are the backbone of what we are doing, whether it's my employees, whether they are my vendors, partners, or they are my customers.
Again, really refreshing sentiments.
Thank you very much.
NMtronics India is your partner in technology, providing high-tech capital equipment for PCB assembly and testing through world-class equipment manufacturing companies. MINT is our state-of-the-art experience center in Noida, showcasing live SMT line performance. We take single-window responsibility for chip-to-ship for your SMT shop floor with customized Make in India automation solution. We are a team of 350-plus highly qualified and trained engineers representing 40-plus principals and spread 9 cities all across India, promising best equipment performance, quality, and service support.